Yeah, you can record whenever you're ready. Okay, cool. All right, we are live. Happy Monday, everyone. My name is Daniel, President of Running Club, and with my co-host Thomas Kawase, Vice President of Running Club, on this wonderful Monday. And let's get started. So,
All right. All right. So first I want to talk about I got my new shoes. These are like
okay.
the ultra shoes. I don't know if you could tell, but it's more like a barefoot type shoe. And then like
Oh yeah, flat foot is something called the flat foot, right?
yeah, like this is the my Ravennas, and you could tell it's like almost half the cushion. But
And like, how do you feel about that? Like, how
well,
do you feel about
I I ran with them like 2 days ago. I just did like 2 miles because they recommend you go shorter at first, but I could feel like every muscle, like if that makes sense. Like I could feel my thighs and my calves, like when I'm stepping, like every step. And
And then does it support like your agility, like make you go like longer or?
yeah, it's like you use different muscles that are supposed to be more natural, and then that helps with like longevity because like after you put like a lot of miles in, like you want to try to like use the more natural run so you could just keep it going. Because then like with the cushion, you like rely too much on it, and then like it could lead to like weak hips or like weak ankles or something like that.
Exactly, absolutely.
But these are
And
yeah, these are the shoes that I'm gonna be using. So it's the Ultra Vanishers, and then these are the Ravenna, I think tens. So, do you know what shoe you use?
yeah. So like, wait, could you explain a little bit about your shoes while I go grab them?
All right, for sure. So like I've tried like a bunch of shoes, but the shoes that I use, these two are focused on distance running, like long distance running, because like this one, it's more for like marathoners who are trying to run more than like 4 to 5 times weekly. Because like I'm using this right now because I want to get used to this because it's supposed to be more like injury prevention, and that'd be good because I don't want to get injured. And then for anyone who's getting into running, like long distance running, you want to get more of a cushiony shoe to start off with, because you're like if you start off with like a flatter shoe, even like a sprinting shoe like the Nike free runs, if you do long runs in those, it's just gonna like you're gonna feel it in your calves and it's gonna hurt for a while. So it's definitely important to get the right shoes depending on like what kind of training you're doing. And I think Daniel's back with the shoes.
Okay, so I like to use the Nike Pegasus 34 just for training. These are really great shoes for like all different trains and it's just really great. Um, Another thing that I like to use is for races. Definitely run in flats. This is called the Rival Waffle,
Oh yeah,
and
I haven't used flats in forever.
these just make you feel like you're running barefoot. Yeah, I haven't ran in these in forever, but um, they are great in terms of like in terms of just running
Yeah.
in basically like everything, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And another topic that I have is like, well, this weekend or yesterday, I went on a hike, and I realized like it's not always easy. Like the hikes usually aren't always easy. You know what I mean? Like I'm actually like my calves are super sore from yesterday, just because like you could like actually choose a very difficult hike if you wanted to. Like even if you're run marathons or you're like a very endurance athlete, there's still like always a
Yeah,
hard hike.
I saw something. You were like climbing on what were you climbing on?
It was like Whittier. Oh, yeah, I was climbing on like one of those like telephone pole things
Okay.
or
Yeah, definitely.
electrical wire things. but like
Yeah.
w- but like we do a bunch of like hikes during school, and it's like,
Yeah, we do a lot of hikes during the school year. Hike to the sea. We may change it up. Crystal Cove. We go to the Hollywood hike. We have Lake Forest hike. So we're all over Southern California in terms of hiking. And um,
I feel like hikes in general are easy and it's like entry level, anyone could do it. But there's definitely some like Crystal Cove maybe that like maybe it's like even if it's like
the terrain, the elevation is just phenomenal on those trails.
oh yeah,
And
there's
yeah, what's your favorite hike during the school year?
thing. Probably just hike to the sea, honestly. I feel like it's like easy because it's short, but it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. Like even though it's just like 2 miles.
Yeah, it's not that easy, especially like getting up there. Like, but I think the view of the school is pretty nice up there. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, definitely it's not that easy. But
it's just pretty
we
steep.
love to do we love to do that in the beginning of the school year.
Yeah. How about you? What's your favorite hike?
My favorite hike would probably be Hollywood. I think Hollywood is probably the one that like honestly it's like not too long, but it's also not too short. So it's like a good challenge, and then you get to see LA pretty nice.
Do you remember how
And
long it is?
the problem is that so many people go to Griffin Park, and like there's so many people that park along that trail, and it's like oh my goodness. But
Yeah,
it's a great trail. I love that hike. I personally love that hike. But there's other hikes that we also do, like Mount Rubidoux, super short but also really easy, and like it's a nice terrain or hike on. I think Mount Rubidoux is probably one of the easiest ones that we've ever done, because the trails are just so wide. And I think
yeah,
when you when you really have to like figure out like like doing hikes, like you got to plan out, oh like what, like kind of like you can plan out but also adventure around. I feel like that's what we always do. Sometimes we even split into two groups because some people want to go further.
yeah. Cause like even with the hike to the sea, you can hike all the way up to the M, and I still haven't done that yet. So I'm probably gonna do that when we go back. Wait, what?
You said from the C to the M. You said from
Yeah,
C to the M.
yeah.
Oh, like you know how far that is?
I think it's like an extra mile from the sea or something like that. Like I've
Oh,
never done it. I've gone like halfway, I think.
about 2 miles, right, or something like that.
Yeah. Well, to the sea, I think it's like a mile, almost like a little over a mile, right, or something like that. But it's like a steep mile, and then it's just a whole nother mile after. Like you have to climb up to the top of the mountain, and then hike up to like the opposite side.
Mm, mm.
But I need to do that still.
Yeah. No, that sounds good. That sounds good. We should definitely do that one day. With all the club members and have that event too. I think that sounds pretty fun.
Yeah,
Um,
there's a lot of hikes in Riverside, so like or like some of them are not even trails. Like some of them are just like a random mountain right next to campus. Like there's like trails that you can climb up or like hike
it
up.
feels so rewarding when you climb up one, and we always like everyone just like honestly, you just take your time, and honestly, like I think that hydration is key, especially during hiking. I do also have hiking shoes. I never got to wear them yet, but like they're new,
Yeah.
and definitely was looking forward to wearing them at Big Bear this year, but
Uh,
but
oh
yeah.
yeah, hiking shoes are nice to have.
But hiking shoes are definitely really good because what happens is that your old shoes tend to have like it tends to like become really dirty, and it's like it's like not
Yeah.
ideal, you know? And
Yeah,
so
I don't want to run. I don't want to hike with my running shoes because I feel like it'll ruin the running shoes.
yeah, it ruins the running shoes and it hurts. Um and also like like I explained about the flats and like the training shoes, these are so important because I used to like one day I forgot my training literally went with these like during training, and that was the worst idea ever because this is like not built for like it's not built for training. So like at the end of my workout I was like oh my goodness, my feet hurt so much. And yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
like definitely shoes are so important. Can't stress that enough. I was gonna grab my spikes, but I couldn't find them. But like yeah, those are game changer, I think, especially during track season.
Yeah. Like I was just saying before, like when you're getting your shoes, it's mainly about getting the shoe that like you like it's specific to what you're running. Like if you're doing distance, long distance, you need to get a long distance shoe. If you're gonna be doing like sprint workouts, there's like the sprinting shoes. So
Yeah, there's so many different types. Also, like in terms of like spikes and
yeah, and
and
there's
I
like
think this is so cool. This is like a cool market. One of my friends, he used to own a shoe store, like a running shoe store, and like I think those were really cool. In terms of like how I used to get my cleats at like Snail's Plate, like my spikes at Snail's Pace and Brea, and like there's like so many different like places to get them too. And
yeah, the
I
running
ended up just
stores.
buying them on Nike.com actually.
Uh, no, yeah, I just get them from Amazon. But
Amazon? Oh yeah.
when I
I don't.
first started, I would go to the running stores and like you can get like
Yeah,
the
test them out.
yeah, you can do the treadmill and they look at your analyze
Oh
your
yeah.
run
Oh
and stuff
yeah.
like that. And then
I
like
remember just hopping on one of those like treadmills or like those like foot pressures, and then they get to like the
oh yeah,
computer really scans your foot or something,
and then
and then they're like, okay, like this works for you.
have you built the custom insole?
Oh no, I never put in the custom insole, but have you done the
Yeah, I think it was about like $80, and it's
$80? Wow, but like it's just built for like foot arc, right? And like,
yeah, it's like specific to your shoe. Like they like heat up just like a cushiony thing, and then they put it under your shoe so it's perfect, and then you can use it for like about like 3 shoes, like switch it. But after 3, it just gets like cracked and like messed up. Mm.
mm,
I haven't
yeah,
gotten another one, but maybe like one day we'll see.
yeah, definitely. Those cleat, like definitely. Yeah, shoes are just so important. I gotta be honest with you. Shoes are just so important, and I think that everyone really needs to like that. It's just part of like something that's really important. But also like after a workout, I usually take off my shoes. I feel like during the cool downs, I remember taking off my shoes and just running barefoot, and honestly, that's just such a wonderful feeling as well. That's
Oh yeah, I remember we did that a couple times in high school. Like we do like toe runs or something as a cool down.
Yeah, I would run on the turf. I would be like after running, like after the hard workout, I literally would take off my shoes and then run on the turf. And honestly, it's just such a good feeling. You will feel like you're walking on sand, and like honestly, like your body just feels so like just need to regenerate and stuff. So yeah, it's something that's really essential. I think shoes are just so essential, but also running barefoot without shoes is just another whole nother feeling.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, I feel like with the vanishers, like I'm just gonna get like more stable muscles where I'll be able to run barefoot. But like, I mean, I'm not gonna run barefoot, but it'll be like I'll get less injuries as a result because I'll be used to running
Definitely
with a
running
flat
barefoot
cushion.
though is also very dangerous too. There's also so much stuff out like out there, needles that can poke you or like you know what I mean.
Yeah, like rocks. But I think if you're gonna do that, at least know what
Rocks and stuff.
know what you're gonna be running on, like some like clear
Yeah,
street
if it's
profile
like turf, it's like okay, but if you're running
or
on,
like
I
sand or
think
something.
grass is also okay. Sometimes some
I
grass,
don't
but you
know.
also don't want to run on like yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta be careful. But yeah, it looks like we're about time right now.
All right.
Any last thoughts about shoes or anything in general?
Just oh yeah, make sure to rotate or get new shoes when like the bottom part, like there's like it like changes color to like white on my shoe. You know what I'm talking? What is it? I forgot. I don't know what it's called. But
Do
like
you
what?
mean something white on the? I don't know what you're talking about. Like you mean the
Like
white?
yeah, like when the black part like starts peeling off and you can see the white.
Oh, the tread
Yeah, yeah. Oh
of
yeah,
the shoe.
yeah, when you notice the tread coming off, like it's probably a good time to get a new shoe.
Yeah, me, yeah, I think so too. I think yeah, I definitely like when the tread is off, like it's not safe. It becomes very because you can't really stop when you're like trying to like brake, like you're easily like slip, you know, because like it's
No,
just so smooth. But like
it's like
right
more
now
than
it's all
that too.
rough,
Like
right? You use like
it also like changes your form, like having a damaged shoe, because like your left shoe could be way worse than your right, and that just
exactly.
like change how you run. So
Exactly. You always want to land on the ball of your feet, though. That's the goal, so you don't get injured.
Oh yeah,
Because
you
there's
can.
so many different injuries that can happen if you don't land correctly.
Yeah,
Um,
you could learn about how you run by looking at the tread, because it'll show like maybe like you're dragging your right foot more than your left or something like that.
yeah, that is a trick. Yeah, you always want to look at the tread and oh, like, oh, maybe it's on too much on the right, too much on. You always want to get it in the center, like around, like it should land on the ball of your foot, as in like if you put a ball under your foot, like it should fit. If that makes sense, like the arc. But yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
All
so
right.
I'm gonna leave it with the last quote, but like just want to let all our viewers to know that, hey, like follow us on Instagram, and also we will be returning fall quarter. It looks like, the school released an official statement soon. Um, whether it's going to be hybrid or remote, I do know that campus will be open, so we're very excited for that. And also, yeah, just make sure we follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and smash that like button if you like this video. My quote for today is, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. So better get out there and challenge yourself.
All right.
All right, sounds great. All right. So I hope everyone enjoys their week and enjoy the summer, everyone. All right.
All right.
Everyone's done with finals, and I hope everyone goes out and go out for the run. All right.
Yeah, done with
Peace.
finals. Yeah.
Yeah.